Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here. We have the vote certification today. You know that is a very important time, and I'm just going to get right into it. I'm not going to do a whole lot of, talking and all. I'll just add a point here and there. So let's get into it.
The certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Utah seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and J.D. Vance from the state of Ohio received 6 votes for vice president.
All right, no funny business.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Vermont seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 3 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 3 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the Commonwealth of Virginia seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 13 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 13 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Washington seems irregular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 12 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 12 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of West Virginia seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 4 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 4 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the great state of Wisconsin seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 10 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 10 votes for vice president.
Now, guys, I'm just having to see if there's going to be any funny business, guys. Feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, and share, and all the things, all right? This is a very monumental moment because they like to do stuff. They like to do stuff they shouldn't be doing.
And it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 3 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 3 votes for vice president.
Members of Congress, the certificates having been read, the tellers will ascertain and deliver the result to the President of the Senate.
The undersigned, Deb Fisher and Amy Klobuchar, tellers on the part of the Senate, and Brian Steele and Joseph Morelle, tellers on the part of the House of Representatives, report the following as the result of the ascertainment and counting of the electoral vote for President and Vice President of the United States for the term beginning on the 20th day of January, 2025.
The state of the vote for the President of the United States as delivered to the President of the Senate is as follows. The whole number of the electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, the majority is 270. The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris.
Everybody excited.
Kamala D. Harris of the state of California has received 226 votes. The whole number of electors appointed to vote for Vice President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, a majority is 270. The votes for Vice President of the United States are as follows. J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio has received 312 votes.
Acting cordial.
Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota has received 226 votes. This announcement of the state of the vote by the President of the Senate shall be deemed a sufficient declaration of the persons elected President and Vice President of the United States, each for a term beginning on the 20th day of January 2025, and shall be entered together with the list of the votes on the journals of the House and the Senate. Thank you very much.
Yay. Woo. I don't want anything crazy to happen. That's why I'm on this live, guys. Want to be the first to catch it. Hopefully everything looks cordial. Everything looks good.
Of the joint Senate having been concluded pursuant to Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 2, the 119th Congress, the chair declares this joint session dissolved. Thank you.
All right, guys. All right, warriors. Just want to jump on here real quick and catch that certification. It seemed very uneventful, right? Very uneventful. I don't see anything crazy going on. I don't see anything abnormal over here. Everybody's hugging and doing all the things, and we're happy about that on the Trump side of the political aisle. The Republican side, hopefully everybody gets along and they don't have any shenanigans, because they're trying to act real cordial in front of the cameras. Oh, we're the party. Oh, we don't do that insurrection stuff. We don't know what those Trumpers were doing 4 years ago. But this is going to be a peaceful transition. I still don't know anything about those drones. I still want to know what's going on with that. Okay, the drones and him letting all these people escape death row because of these, and irrelevant of the fact that they have these horrible crimes, and the border wall being sold off. You got to look at the whole picture. Are they messing with us? Are they pretending? Oh, you know how it is when your enemy all of a sudden is very nice to you, right? Out of the blue, that they all of a sudden nice. You shouldn't believe them. What you got going on? What you got cooking? But I wanted to share that with you guys. Hey, Carrie. Hello. Yes, I'm very excited about that, Carrie. Because we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I am just like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I want to be able to say what I want to say. First of all, when I get on a platform, I don't want to be coming up with these new ways of saying things. I just want to say from my heart what I really feel, what I just want to say it. But you can't when you have these rules in place, these entities that are just like, you can't say this, you can't say this over here, you can't. I know we still got to pray. Now, I don't know if you participated in the fast, Carrie. I don't know if you did, but we fasted on the 3rd, this past Friday, from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, praying for the country and other things. I like to be very specific and detailed in my prayers. I just like to do that. But I am looking at a lot of things right now with, the clemency, getting people off of death row. They did these horrible crimes. I'm looking at, inflation. I'm looking at there's some other things that Biden has been doing that's just so weird. It's like he's trying to mess things up. I think something happened with the dollar. It's a lot going on. I can't even keep up with it all. But I know he did away with the border wall, or at least part of it, and sold it for pennies on the dollar. And I know he's probably going to do some other things on his way out the door. Now, these people would rather us suffer than to see Donald Trump do well and us prosper under that leadership. They hate America, in my opinion, just that much. And I don't know if you guys saw, I'm going to post a video. It's going to come out today in a few hours where Jim Crow Joe, yes, the current president, Lord, I can't wait till he get out of there, 2 weeks. He hadn't really been running things anyway, but there was a clemency granted to these people that got in trouble for this kids for cash. Yeah, that's what it was called. It was called Kids for Cash. And Josh Shapiro, I think he's the governor of Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, said that Joe Biden got it completely wrong for doing this. He got it completely wrong. Look at the kind of people. Kids for cash. You got to be kidding me. That is disgusting. And we don't know what those kids ended up doing. In my report, you're going to see the video. It's going to come out today. And guys, I need you to remember right even now on this video to smash the like button, comment, share, all the things. But these people are out of the pocket evil. I've never seen anything. I do believe. Ooh, and this is a tough one. Jimmy Carter I just saw the procession for Jimmy Carter, former president who just passed at the age of 100. I live in Georgia. He lived in Plains, Georgia. I saw the procession heading towards Atlanta. I don't live in Atlanta, but I saw the procession on the interstate. And I remember Donald Trump saying Jimmy Carter can rest, knowing that he was not the worst president. Because Jimmy Carter's presidency, from what I've heard, I've only been able to hear people talk about it. Some of you who remember, who are old enough to remember, said it was a horrible presidency, but he was a nice man, just a horrible leader. It would be nice to have both a nice man and a good leader. Yes. That's great, Carrie. You did that. Yes. We may have to do another fast. We might lose a few pounds that we probably gained over the holidays with all this fasting, which won't bother me at all. Absolutely. They will try and leave it as big a mess as they can. But yeah, exactly. That's what they're trying to do. But if people go back, and I just want people to think and not just go with the narrative that we're being fed on the TV. Look around. I know a relative of mine told me a couple of months ago, well, reports say that inflation is down. I said, inflation is not down. It's not registering in my purse, in my pocketbook, in my bank account. I just paid $15 for a small pack of smoked turkey to flavor the greens that I cook. Like I cook my collard greens with smoked turkey instead of pork. I'm not a pork eater, nothing against people that do, but I don't eat it. And it was $15. And yet they got reports saying that inflation is down. These reports are going to make you just not believe what your eyes see and your ears hear. It is ridiculous. I don't buy any of that stuff that they just report stuff. But I'm just going to go back to the actual video here that just let you see people, shaking, congratulating. That's J.D. Vance, the incoming vice president. I wonder who's going to run for president on the Democrat side in 28. I'm not voting for him. Okay. If I'm still alive myself, we never know when God calls us home, but I'm just saying, there he is right there, J.D. Vance. Wow. Kamala Harris acted like she was supposed to. I know it must have been hard for her to do that. She's like, dang it, I lost. So that's not much going on here. Just them kind of congratulating him, taking pictures with him. That's all they're really doing there. So I am excited. 2 more weeks. Oh, whew. I know. I don't believe anything they say, Kira. I really don't. Oh, I'm sorry about the 2-job thing. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's been doing a lot. People that are like child rapists, serial unalivers. I'll be so glad when I don't have to come up with this new way of saying stuff. I could just talk. But he's granted them clemency. Biden has granted them clemency, getting them off of, death row. And, I don't know how you guys feel about the death penalty. I don't know how you feel about it, but I am for it for certain crimes. I actually am. Because some things are just so heinous. You don't want the person to even have the opportunity to break out of prison to commit those crimes again. You guys tell me how you feel about it. I did a video about it. The Bible talks about is pro-death penalty. I'm just saying. And so I go along with the Bible on that one. You guys tell me what you think on that. But and don't forget to smash the like button here, comment, share, and all the things. And what is Speaker Mike Johnson saying? Okay. Looked like he was saying something. I was going to go back here. Okay. I don't know what he was saying. Maybe nothing important. But in any event, I'm just glad. I just wanted to catch that. And what are you all saying? Yes. Hallelujah. Glory to God. Yes. Hey, Miss B. Hello. Hello. Hello there. You go along with the Bible too, Carrie. Me too. Sometimes the Bible is not politically correct. It is not going to say things that people in this world today want to hear. Like, oh, marriage can be the world. I'm not saying I think that. The world, the people that are anti-God will say that 2 men can marry, 2 women can marry. The Bible doesn't say that. Okay. The Bible does say death penalty for certain things. It does. If we do things the biblical way, I'm just saying, if we do it the biblical way, we will have more of a law and order type of thing going on. Yes, hit the like, smash that like, comment, share, all the things. But I want you guys to remember, I'm a Christian, okay? If I hadn't told you that before, I go along with the Bible on everything. Everything that my opinions are shaped by the Bible. So a lot of people kind of don't go along with the Bible. I get these people in my comment section saying that the Bible is a book of myths. Well, I don't believe that. And, get off my channel trying to disrespect my religion. We can all be respectful. I would never get on anybody else's channel with negative comments about their religion. I wouldn't do that. Even I don't practice other religions. I would never, ever, ever disrespect somebody else's religion and say that your Quran is not this and that. I would never do that. That's their religion. Act like you got some sense. Okay. What are you saying? Yes, we lost law and order when we stopped allowing God. Yes. And in public schools too. My husband and I were talking about this, and I'm just going to rant on just for a few minutes, y'all. Just be cordial with me. Just let me rant a little bit. But I was just talking to my husband about this today. And I was saying, you know what? Public school education. I know that public school is ran by the Democrats. I discovered that. It didn't take me long to figure it out. But when I was young, my sister and I, we only went to public schools, and I thought about it. Prayer was taken out of public schools in 1961, I believe is the date, 61 or 1962. And of course, my whole life, we've never prayed in school. We've said the Pledge of Allegiance, which I know that Kamala Harris seems to have trouble remembering. I did a video on that. You guys may have heard about that. She left off the flag part. But in any event, I remember them showing us in science class. They had a picture of an ape, and then the ape started to stand up more upright. They call it Cro-Magnon, and then they would call it Neanderthal. And then you have the modern day man today. It was like evolution is what they taught. And I thought about that. That's anti-God. That's not what the Bible says. So if they're going to get something as simple as that wrong, then everything else historically is probably wrong as well, which is my way of thinking, which is whatever they taught us about slavery and the civil rights movement, whatever else they taught us about that is probably not correct. Because if you can't get the basic stuff right, what else you got wrong? What else you got going on, cooking up in there? So that's just, yes, absolutely. Yes, I heard that about Jimmy Carter and the Department of Education. I think he started that in 79. Yeah, we were taught evolution. Remember that. We were taught that. So I just feel like if you got that wrong, you got everything else wrong. And now the Democrats are saying there's all these different genders, and then they'll say they haven't flat out said anything. They just left God out of their platform. So if they don't have God in their platform, then I don't think I should be listening to anything they say. I know I should not. And it said, I heard they are going to refuse inauguration of Trump. Have you heard that? I think I may have, that they're trying to do stuff, because I've heard about these drones. I'm on Locals, you guys, locals.com, LOCALS.com. And I need you guys to check out my video that I posted yesterday. I just published it on Locals. Please check it out. I'm telling you, it's talking about this drone situation. And it's some crazy stuff. I'm just saying, I'm not going to put it here, but I need you to go to Locals and check me out. Chat with me, Linda B, on Locals. Everything is Chat with me, Linda B. Chat with me, Linda B. Go to locals.com, search for Chat with me, Linda B. Search for content. I'm asking you to support me there because it's more of free speech. Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll have free speech back. I know he's got to deal with the wall, securing the border, and then deporting everybody. So that's going to be a long, burdensome task. I don't know how long it's going to take to get that wall secure. I think that's the order of things. Get the wall secure first and then deport, starting with the criminals. And I want the people in these local jurisdictions to really just comply and do what they're supposed to do. Just go ahead and obey federal orders, because we've been doing things the wrong way for so long that when somebody comes along and they want to do things the right way, then that looks wrong. The right way looks wrong to some folks because they've been so used to the wrong way. You know, I mean, if we would just get our heads right. And I love the fact that Donald J. Trump said, President-elect Trump said that he was going to put God in things and focus on Judeo-Christian values, the nuclear family, mommies and daddies. Okay. He said that, giving parents parental authority over their children, keeping men out of women's spaces and men out of biological men out of women's sports. I agree with every single thing that he said. When I heard him speak some months ago, I literally said to myself, oh my gosh, I agree with everything he said. All of his policies, I don't have a problem with it. Even when it comes to the Panama Canal, Greenland, for security purposes, he is doing what he can. And we got to pray that J.D. Vance gets back. Well, hopefully J.D. Vance will run, or a MAGA Republican will run and win, because we need that pro-America stance. God first, God, family, country. That is what we need. And yeah, well, oh, you're not a moderator here. Do you want to be a moderator? I don't know. But guys, I thank you so much for watching this video, this live. Smash like, comment, and share. Catch me on Locals. Also, I have a new podcast, The Linda B Show, and it is on YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays. I push out a new video on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I have another one out tomorrow. My videos come out on The Linda B Show at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, you want to be a moderator? Okay, all right, very good. You got to watch out for nasty comments, disrespectful. You have the ability to remove the comment, or you can block the user. So I will give you that ability. So next time I see you, you might see a little wrench next to your name, but you see a bad comment, you go to the right of it, and you'll give you click on the right of it, and you'll see the option to remove that comment. I will do that for you. All right. And I don't know your name, so I just go by 010101B, or do I just say B? All right. Hey there, Renee. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. You will moderate as well. All right. Excellent, Renee. Let me just make sure I make a note of your names and all that. So, Renee, Suzanne. I'm just writing this down. Okay, you want to be moderators. Yes. So the moderator gets rid of the, nasty or disrespectful or grotesque comments. You can remove the comment, or if it's bad enough, you might want to block the user altogether from my channel. So in any event, thank you guys so much. You guys be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And guys, march on, warriors. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Be blessed. Happy